my friends. Welcome. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Make sure I'm live. It says I'm live. But okay, come on now. Am I live? Yes, I'm live. Good morning, Amanda. I had to rebuffer my tablet here. How are you doing this morning? Good morning, Cecilia. How are you? Yeah, I got my little doodad here. Oh boy, what a morning. I'm doing well. 5 days off straight starting tomorrow. Hey, yes. I love those 5-day weekends. Gary had a 4-day weekend last weekend, so that was nice. Oh yeah, you go all the way to Tuesday. I think my son has to work, or I think my son has to go to school Monday, but then he's off Tuesday. So I have to double check this calendar. But sometimes he looks at it wrong. Well, we are here. See, my boy is back home too, so it was a good day. That's great. Did he have fun over there in England? Now, Cecilia, you don't have to go that far. Okay, I can see Amanda going that far, but you don't have to go that far. He did have fun. That's great. That's great. Now, for those of you who are watching this at a later time on the replay, Cecilia is Creations by Muneka, and Amanda is Budgeting Like a Girl. I'm going to leave both links to their channels down in the description below. After the live stream, do go pay them a visit and show them some love and support, and with the wonderful content that they create here on YouTube. Oh, that's so nice of you, Cecilia. So there are times when I don't feel that way, but it's nice that some people think that. They're wrong sometimes, but anyway, we are on day 14 of FlyLady's Cruising Through the Holidays, which is Errand Day. Apparently, I'm the mean one for saying hello, beautiful. No, it's just I'm sorry. I get freaked out about that. I don't think of myself as that, and it's difficult for me to accept compliments like that. I'm just, I know it's all in my head. I know it's just all in my head, but it's like that stupid song they made back in the 80s that has a certain name in it that I will not repeat. And I cannot tolerate listening to that song. Even though it could be kind of complimentary, I don't think of it that way, and I have to turn off the radio every time I hear it. You're not mean, though. I appreciate your love. Good morning, Chrissy. That is the Mom Life Co. She's a busy woman. Chrissy is such a busy woman. In fact, she is the one in charge of the budget convention that we're going to be going to next year. And I'm so excited for that. Me and Amanda are going to say it oh no, please, no. You just love torturing me, don't you, girls? I didn't say it today, and I regretted it the second I hit send on that comment. Oh my gosh. Okay, enough, ladies, enough. All right. You're all beautiful. We are all beautiful people here. Oh. All right. let's get down to work here, guys. Now, we can chit chat and all that later on. Today, though, is cruising through the holidays, day 14, and on Thursdays it's errand day. This is where FlyLady tells us, that we go and get the things done, like go to the grocery store, go to like Walmart or wherever we need to get our supplies and stuff for the holidays. Typically, she does this on Thursday, but you don't have to do it on Thursday. However, she does encourage us to at least take a few moments today to prepare ourselves for when we do our errand day. Now, I watched the video that she did, and granted, these videos are from 2008, but I feel like they are still valuable and pertinent today. And I just love her. So, what she describes in her video today, which is the links down in the description right now, she talks about digging out our control journals and going back over our grocery list, and making sure like we went through, I think on Plan and Play day, we worked out who was going to do what on that day. That's what her video is about. Since I'm the only one making the food, I'm the one that's got the signs signed to do this and do that. I guess I could make the girls help with certain things. But anyway, I got my control journal out. I got my menu out. We did go over it last week, and I started writing down the ingredients for what I'm going to need. But now today, I'm not going to be going to the grocery store today. I will tomorrow. We get paid tomorrow, so I will go to the grocery store tomorrow. So today, I'm making up my grocery list that I'm going to take to the grocery store. And I'm going to use my menu and the list I've made and make up my list. She also reminds us not to forget about the regular food that we need to get for our families in the meantime. So now I need to get a whole chicken because we're having rotisserie chicken this year. And my husband went to the store, I think yesterday. Yes. He went to the store yesterday because he needed some more soda. And he took a quick peek at what the prices were for their whole chickens there at Ruler. We have a different store that has it on sale for, I think, $1.69 a pound for a whole fryer or a whole chicken. At Ruler's, though, it was $1.49 a pound. So I'm going to go there to get it. A whole chicken. I got a whole chicken last week for our Thanksgiving. Great. You've already been there. Okay. I haven't gone to the store and get that, but I am today because we get paid tomorrow, or not today, tomorrow. We get paid tomorrow. And I've worked it into my budget. In fact, I'll show you a little peek at my budget. I did, even though tomorrow is budget, don't begrudge it day, I like to at least get some of the numbers down on paper beforehand. So this is my budget, and I will show those again tomorrow. Here we go. And I budgeted only $200 for food this time. However, I budgeted $130 for savings challenges, the Christmas box saving challenge. The reason being is my plan is next week I want to finish the inappropriate Christmas box challenge, take that money that I've collected for months and put that towards, part of it towards food, part of it towards gifts, part of it for wherever I need to for the holidays. So that's why I only budgeted $200 of our paycheck this week for food, because part of that food expense is going to come out of the Christmas savings that I've been doing. And I want to complete it next week. So, whole chicken. We need sausage. I did get some sauce. I don't know. Do I want to use that? Probably not. I found some sausage out in the freezer yesterday. I think it's an apple maple sausage. It's a local. We get our hamburger and meats like that at a local meat processing place. That's about, I don't know, 20 minutes away from where we live. And that's just where a lot of local farmers will bring in their livestock and have their livestock processed, and they sell the meat there. Um, they also will make things like sausage and they even have some chickens and all that. But it's all local meat, locally raised meat. I have some apple maple sausage out in the freezer that I picked up from there, but I don't know if I want to use that in my stuffing or not. So I'm going to write the sausage down here on my grocery list, but that might be a question mark. I might think about that. Okay, we definitely see. We'll need sweet potatoes. I do not have any sweet potatoes. I have potatoes, but I don't know if the potatoes I have are enough to last us until Thanksgiving. So I might go ahead and put potatoes on here as well. I definitely need celery. We are completely out of celery. And I have onion. I think the onion I have is enough to last until then. So I'm not going to worry about the onion. Um, definitely need sour cream. My husband loves sour cream on everything. Um, tacos, baked potatoes, you name it. And sometimes he'll just have a dollop of sour cream on a plate with a bag of potato chips, and he just dips it that way. Butter. I have some sticks of butter, but is it enough? I'll go ahead and write that. Oh, okay. My screen's not updating. What's going on here? Because I saw the chat. There we go. All right. Yeah, for some reason my chat wasn't updating on my tablet. I could see it pop up on my little doodad here that Cecilia recommended. All right, there we go. Let me go back and read the chat. Okay. See, I got a whole chicken last week for Thanksgiving. I read that. I pick up little things as I see them with grocery shopping, like stovetop, scalloped potatoes, and canned cranberry sauce. Will be so hard to find in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I do have cranberry sauce already in the cabinet. So, but stovetop, okay. I understand your need, your desire for stovetop. I just have a personal disdain for stovetop. It's not real. To me, I know we can argue till we're blue in the face. I don't think of stovetop as real stuffing. I mean, I guess it is, but I like the homemade stuff where you take bread, you slice it up, you toast it up in the toaster, you cut it up into cubes, and then like my cornbread, I make fresh cornbread, bake it up. When it's cooled off, I cut it up into cubes and I make my stuffing that way. I have never bought stovetop stuffing since I got married. I think I used to buy it when I was single and living in my apartment just on my own. But since I started making the homemade stuffing, especially, well, I always help my mom with the stuffing every year for Thanksgiving. And I was always, while we were mixing it all up and pouring the broth in there and mixing the sausage and stuff all in there, I would always sneak little pieces of it because I love stuffing. When I went back and had stovetop stuffing at my apartment to just on my own one time. I'm like, this is so unsatisfying. This is nothing like homemade. So, so you and I, we can argue about stovetop stuffing. Okay. All right. Good morning, Cece. Okay, let's see. Chrissy. Yeah, Chrissy is a cutie pie. Thank you so much. Think, I think so too. I feel like the prices are cheaper when it's closer to the holiday. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, when it get well, like the day before for Thanksgiving, they might drop the prices to see if they can get those last minute sales. I guess I need to throw all my produce away because these dang fruit flies are matriculating so much. Just when I think they're gone, bam. Exactly. It's like these stupid flies here in my house. I can be killing them and swatting them all day long, and then the next day there's more. Where they're coming from, I don't know. We almost had a crisis. Oh, we almost had a Chrissy's live issue. What? A Chrissy? What do you mean, Chrissy's? Did she hit the button on Instagram? I know you're a stuffing connoisseur, but it's what I grew up on, and my kids like it. Yeah, I get. Yeah, it depends on what you grow up on. And see, I grew up on homemade stuffing. I don't think my mom liked stovetop. That's probably the reason. I am frozen down to my bones today. I'm clothed in my robe and under a blanket, but I'm shivering. Oh no! Well, I got my sweater on too. I'm here in the kitchen today because it was just so bright and sunny in here today. And then now that the sun's moved a little bit, it's not quite as sunny right now, but it was when I was getting things set up. Calm down, lady. I meant you, not seeing comments. I don't know. Well, the thing wasn't updating on my tablet, and it was. I just happened to see. I've got this little boxy thing, and I can see the comments come up on my phone with this thing, but it wasn't updating on my tablet. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get back to my grocery list. Okay. I've got some heavy cream, but will I use it enough? I probably might need to get some more. Definitely will need milk. I got those written down. I've got plenty of sage, pumpkin pie spice. I'm gonna write that down at the bottom here. I think I have everything I need to make pumpkin pie spice, but I need to double check that recipe because I know I have cinnamon, I know I have nutmeg, allspice, um, ginger. I know I've got a lot of individual things. So if I've got the individual seasonings that go into pumpkin pie spice, then I'll just make my own. Definitely Jiffy cornbread mix. Probably at least two. I think two would be enough. Okay, I don't think I need flour. And I don't need baking powder because I have plenty of that. Okay. I'm going to get a can of cream of mushroom soup for the green bean casserole. Okay. Actually, I have I think I've got whole kernel corn and cream corn on my um on my metal cabinet that I painted up and I store my canning goods. I think I've got some over there in that. And chicken broth, which I'm going to write chicken broth because I always use chicken broth for everything pretty much. Okay. All right. So there's my grocery list for Thanksgiving stuff that I'm going to need. Now, if I don't get all of it this week, then I still have a few more days before Thanksgiving to get the rest. But there is that. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Hubby bought me a pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. I'm the only one who will eat it, so we don't usually have it. I'm so excited. Oh, that's nice of him. I'm gonna have to make you a homemade pumpkin pie, and from not from a can. This is from a fresh pumpkin. I haven't, yeah, I learned how to I learned how to bake up a pumpkin, oh gosh, maybe about 10 years ago, and make my own pumpkin puree. And ever since then, I've made my pies that way. I never buy the canned. But I'm old. I'm an old school kind of person, and I like the nostalgia of doing things homemade and by hand. I guess I get that from my dad. We have no space here, so I started buying bouillon cubes and just dissolve it in water. Yeah, that's good. I have some beef bouillon cubes. I don't have any chicken bouillon cubes, but um, I do have some beef. But I always buy chicken broth because I either make it in soups or when I'm making like some kind of a throw together skillet dinner and I need a little added water. Instead of adding water, I add a little chicken broth to it for that added bit of flavor. Oh goodness, it's been probably 10 years since I've even had pumpkin pie made from a canned pumpkin. Oh, yeah. Well, I go to one of our local pumpkin patches and buy some pumpkins there, and I've been making it that way for quite a while. And it's not too difficult, and it makes the house smell so good with having that pumpkin baking in the oven. And then once you take it out of the oven and let it cool down, it's super easy to scoop out. And then I freeze the pumpkin. Oh, that reminds me. When I was going through my planner and I found this. This happened to be my old menu, and if I look at it closer, yeah, make sure you guys can see. I can't see if I can see. Yeah, if you see where it says it's got goop on there. Where is the goop? Yeah, there's the goop. Right there is goop. That is actually pistachio salad or Watergate salad. My mom always called it goop. And then when I saw it says something about mincemeat pies, yeah, mincemeat pies and cranberry salad or cranberry relish. Those are my grandma's favorite things. And then I realized the last time, or well, actually, I never made mincemeat until that Christmas or that Thanksgiving before my mom passed away because my grandma wanted mincemeat. This menu, this menu plan actually comes from 2012. That's how, so this is like opening a time capsule for me because I don't make mincemeat pies, but my grandma wanted it. She started making relish, the cranberry relish, and goop was my mom's favorite thing to make for Thanksgiving. And at this time, she couldn't make it very well because of her strokes. So yeah, and so yeah, well, I thought this was amazing. I found this today. And remember the other day when I shared with you Jennifer or Jen from Organize with Jen? She's now called With Wonder on YouTube now. But she had her Thanksgiving protocol like really organized to the days before Thanksgiving and what to do on the actual day of Thanksgiving. Well, I looked on the back of my menu here, and then I saw this is my mock up inspired by Jen's list and how I organized my week before Thanksgiving and what to do, like digging up the turkey on Sunday to thaw and um, preparing the potatoes, when to make the stuffing and blah blah blah, all of that. I'm like, my gosh, this is like a full on time capsule for me. It's just, it's hard not to get emotional, but I'm just happy that I still have this. So I'm going to try to follow my my own advice here to myself. This is like a blast from the past and instructions on how I should handle my week before Thanksgiving. So, oh, Watergate salad is really good. Yep. Uh, I'd love to. There's not a lot of pumpkin and squash varieties here. Yeah. You have a lap buddy? Oh, hi, Charlie. Give him extra pats from me. Does he like belly rubs? Bobby. Bobby likes belly rubs once in a while, but most often he doesn't. Balancing on your leg. Yeah. Yeah. My cat Witchy Poo used to do that for Dad. She would like balance herself like a loaf on my dad's leg. In fact, the back of a chair, how some chairs are like, we had a pair of chairs that was maybe about an inch and a half, 2 inches wide, the back part of the chair. It was like just a regular kitchen chair or dining chair, but it was probably about an inch and a half to 2 inches wide. And she would lay right on top of that chair and balance herself as a loaf on the chair. And she would do that every morning when my dad was getting ready for work and he was sitting there at the counter in the kitchen eating his breakfast. Witchy Poo was right there on balancing on the back of that chair. He loves all rubs. The more aggressive, the better. My Amanda likes to get aggressive with Bobby, and I think at first he didn't like it, but I think he's come to tolerate it. You explaining these chairs, and I'm sitting here nodding like you can see me. Well, that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I know my dad has pictures of Bobby in there, or not Bobby, of Witchy Poo sitting on the back of the chair in one of the photo albums. I might try to get that and share with that on our Instagram chat so you guys can see Witchy Poo. But yeah, she was all black and she had a little patch of white fur on her neck or right under her chin. Um, so okay, we got yeah, that's just amazing that I still have this. And it even has it on Saturday because we had Thanksgiving on Saturday because I had to work Thanksgiving. So yeah, this is definitely from 2012. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know I still had that. All black and like 15 white chest hairs. Yeah. Oh my. And Witchy Poo, she was our mouser. She liked to hunt mice, and then because she would open up the cabinet door, like the bottom cabinets doors, and she would slip in there and just sit and wait for the mice. Because we lived out in the country, and so field mice would always find their way into our house, and so she would slip in there and hunt and stalk out mice. And then once she would kill them, she would leave them in the middle of the kitchen floor or the living room floor and freak my mom out. You can't see the comments. I had to refresh my screen. I had to like close out because I've got my screen up on my tablet. I'm recording with my cell phone, but I've got my tablet so I can read chat, and I had to like refresh my tablet in order to see the comments again. Otherwise, they stopped. I don't understand why YouTube does that, but it does. Um. Okay, we got. Let's see. I got most everything for the corn casserole already, except for the sour cream, which I've written down. Green beans. I wrote down more potatoes because what I have might be enough, but I don't know if it's gonna last until then because I will make something with potatoes between now and then. Oh, dinner rolls. I've got yeast. I've got yeast in my refrigerator so I can make some dinner rolls, and I've got plenty of flour. If you go up to the gear at the top of the chat, you might have to choose to see all comments instead of see top comments. Oh, okay. I don't know. Do I need to do that? No. Well, oh, all right. I never noticed that. Well, I learned something today. Hey, Shania, how are you? You have to go. Yeah, you have to go out and come back. Yeah, sometimes that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're learning. We're learning, and yes, even at my advanced age, I'm still learning. How are you? Yeah. I didn't know we had that either. I never, very seldom even bothered to look at that. But there's a lot about YouTube I haven't figured out, and you know what? I don't know if I even care to figure it out. I'm just going to do my thing. Click all the buttons. You know, if I click all the buttons, Amanda, I get myself into trouble. I mean, I would always click that one button in the upper left-hand corner of Instagram chat, and then I'm calling everybody. So clicking on buttons doesn't help me always. It sometimes gets me into trouble. I am still a hot mess, but highly blessed and favorite. That's great. Yeah, well, we're all kind of a hot mess, Shania. I mean, you're in good company. I always feel like I'm a hot mess. So, well, we got a good portion of our grocery. I guess I should write any other groceries that I need in the meantime. We definitely will need peppers this week. We love our peppers. Dad brought in some peppers earlier this week, but we ended up eating all of them because his garden, it looked good earlier in the year, but because we got a lot of rain at first and then we had a lot of dry spell and his tomatoes weren't ripening. Very few green beans was growing on the very few of the blossoms on the green beans was producing, and his garden just didn't do like it should have. We've eaten what he's given us, but we need more peppers definitely. Definitely Gary will need more bananas. Um, uh, Bethany likes her breakfast bars. Oh, Try this. I say, let's see, what else do I think we need? Oh, olive oil. We are getting low on that. I couldn't agree with you more, Cece. Yeah. It's special to be a hot mess, isn't it? I did put butter. Yes, I got butter on here. Um, I guess I could get more flour and sugar, and I could stick them out in the freezer until I actually need them. Because I know my daughter will want to do some baking. She usually likes to do her baking for Christmas, but she might want to do a little bit for Thanksgiving. Um, I got plenty of baking powder and baking soda. I got plenty of baking soda. I had an extra box that I didn't even know I had. And I've gone through, we went through my um, spices the other day. I've got them all written down. Got all my spices written down. So I need to organize. I need to probably alphabetize them so I can see them all clearly. But I know I have a couple of, I had 2 containers of whole cloves. I found that I had 2, everything but the bagel seasoning. But I go through that quite a bit. I have 2 paprikas. So, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So we got, at least that is on paper and I can see what all I've got. I don't have to look through the drawers. In fact, if I want to know where something is, I can look at my list. Oh, yeah, I've got oregano. Oh, that's in this box. Or that's in this basket or this drawer. Eggs. Yes. Well, yeah. We probably will be running out of eggs. Thank you for reminding me, Amanda. I think I'm going to make hubby some breakfast sandwiches or some chorizo and egg burritos. Mm-hmm. I'm writing down what you say, Amanda, because you have good ideas for food. You've been all over the world, so you have all kinds of recipes in your arsenal. I don't. I can't get my back to behave. Oh no, I don't have time for all this doing nothing. I'm sorry, Shania. I hope you get to feeling better. Hi, Pandy. How are you? Okay. I need to write down who is here today. So we have Cece, Amanda, Chrissy, Shania, and Pandy. Chorizo is like Mexican flavored sausage, I think. Ah, yes, I should make chorizo and eggs this morning for hubby. Oh, Cece. Oh man, too bad you're so far away. I'd love to. He likes the beef chorizo, but our grocery store only carries the pork. Ah, interesting. I do like sausage. And I do have like that apple and maple sausage out in the freezer. I might save myself some money and just make our stuffing out of it. I don't know. I'll have to talk to my husband and see what he thinks. What is your favorite Thanksgiving side dish, Sheila? Oh, I think I mentioned this before. It's got to be the stuffing, the dressing. Um, and it's a homemade dressing, not the stovetop kind. I could probably live a whole week off of nothing but stuffing. But I won't. I'm not stuffing it in the bird this year. We're just going to make it into a casserole dish because our bird for this year is a rotisserie chicken, and I've got a toaster oven that has the rotisserie feet attachment onto it, so I can cook it in our little toaster oven, and it does really well. The stuff in the tubs at the grocery store isn't as good as getting it from the Hispanic grocery store. Yum. Yeah, uh, I don't know if I want to make homemade bread and make it with the homemade bread or just buy the wheat bread at the store, the cheap stuff that we always used to get. Save myself some money, I guess. I just wait till you see my next Christmas hop video. Oh, you recorded it this morning. Oh my gosh. Well, I posted mine. I posted a bonus one yesterday or the day before because I need to finish that hop this month. Hopefully, I can get it finished next week. Uh, just do it. Make the bread. Make the bread. That way, if I make the bread, because I made that. I made the World War II wheat bread. It actually turned out halfway decent. And if I use that kind of bread in the stuffing, that might actually be a good thing. That might actually make it taste really good. I make we make two turkeys, one smoked and one Cajun fried. Ooh, Cajun fried. That sounds yummy. I've never had that. I've been to New Orleans once in my life when I was in college. We were there for a few days because of a music festival thing that we were part of. Um, but we went to a Cajun restaurant. I don't know if you, it was called Michelle's, but it's no longer in operation now. They had Cajun chicken that was to die for, and it was the first time I had anything that spicy in my life. And oh man, I nearly died, but I ate it. I wanted to prove to everybody that I can put up with this kind of heat. Yeah, what time is dinner? Exactly. Do I need to bring anything? That does sound so good. But yeah, we're not doing the turkey this year. We're going to do chicken and probably a ham for Christmas. I love it. It's like this whole ritual, the lowering of the breast. Yeah, the lowering of the breast. Oh, get back in there. There we go. Yeah, I've never had deep fried turkey. Well, no, somebody at work made a deep fried turkey and brought it in to the staff so that we could sample it. But that's the only time I've ever had deep fried turkey. I'll save the seat for you, Amanda. Oh my, golly. We could have almost like a family reunion and everybody bring a dish when we get together. That would be awesome to so that we can all sample each other's cooking. That would be cool. Yeah, I told you guys about our family reunions that my Aunt Beulah used to make homemade chicken noodles, and it was homemade noodles. It wasn't the store-bought noodles that you can just heat up. It was flour and egg noodles that she made by hand. They were just a little bit thicker, and oh man, everyone loved them. I wish I'd have asked my Aunt Beulah before she passed away what her recipe was. That's the only thing I regret not doing is seeing if I could get her recipe. I guess I could ask her daughter, but I don't know if they, I don't know. Well, since I can't guarantee pay, I don't know if I'll have the funds to make it. I'll sit at the kids' table though with someone on on my lap if I have to. Uh, well, I hope this whole mess gets straightened up for you, Amanda. That, that is just so frustrating because you guys do not deserve that. Serving our country and then that happens. You guys don't deserve that. All right. Well, what else do we need to do today? I got my grocery list. Now I'm not running my errands to go get this done today, but I will tomorrow. So at least I'm prepared for my errands. And I do have one errand to run today. I have a bill that I filled out and I need to just put in the mail. So I do have that to do. Yeah. I'm praying for you guys. I hope it just fixes itself pretty soon. Anyway, so I'm pretty prepared for this for tomorrow. I need to look up that spices. Look up the recipe for the pumpkin pie spice. I think I have everything to make it. I just need to know what the proportions are of cinnamon and ginger and allspice. I don't know what all goes in it. I can't remember. I am praying this ends soon, Amanda. Yeah. Hubby hasn't told me we have anything at the post office, but I'll check tomorrow when I'm on post. Yeah, I looked up last night and it didn't say that it had arrived. So I haven't looked yet today. Have been having fun watching FlyLady lives every day. They're good. Yeah. I try to get on her lives, but then I need to be I need to be proactive around my home. I know I'm not as proactive as I should be. So, yeah. And the video for today, she made it in 2008, but it was the mission number 14 of Cruising Through the Holidays. Link to that video is down in the description. So if we want to watch, it's only a couple of minutes. She made really short videos back then. It's like a 1.5 to 2 minute long videos. Just little instructions on what to do for each day of the cruise. And but she has a beautiful home, and that's why I kind of like it, because I like looking at her home. Me too, Shania. This back and forth worrying if pay is coming and last minute it shows up is frustrating. I can't imagine the title 32 people and other furloughed people still working unpaid. Yeah. Yeah. And I heard that they're supposed to be cutting back on flights because of the reduction of air traffic controllers that are working. So that could affect travel for the Thanksgiving holiday travel season. I hope that doesn't, I hope it gets resolved before then. But the way they're talking, it sounds like it might affect people's Thanksgiving travels. And I don't like that. Yeah, exactly, Shania. Exactly. Exactly. Oh well. Well, yeah, I because the TSA agents and air traffic don't want to go to work because they're being taken advantage. Exactly. And if they're not going to be, I heard that they were supposed to sign some kind of the furlough thing, and then The line that said that they would receive back pay was removed, but they were supposed to sign it. I'm like, no. So some people aren't even going into work because they're not getting paid anyway. And why work? And even if they do go into work, then not to be promised that you're going to get that back pay. I mean, it's like working for nothing. Oh golly, I don't. We could go on for days about this, and yeah. Well, I think this one guy took it to his lawyer, and they made up like they had a wording that they will sign this, but with the with the understanding of some bill that was signed in 1970s that they would be receiving their back pay because of that particular bill that was. I don't, I don't know. I don't know enough about government, but yeah. I just remember what it says in the word that a man is worth his day's wage. If I recall that correctly, a man is worth his day's wage. So if he puts in a day's work, he deserves his pay wage. Yeah. My son and daughter-in-law got their check this week. Well, that's good. That brings the whole not good for morale. Yeah, to a totally different. Exactly. Yeah. How? Yeah, it's not good for morale. If you don't reach a decision today, or if they don't reach a decision today, it'll probably go up past or up to Thanksgiving, maybe longer. Yeah. I remember working, if I didn't get my job done in a timely manner and I met a certain deadline, I didn't have a job much longer. If I just kind of kept dragging my feet and getting the job done. I don't know how people can get away with that, and they get hundreds of times more than we get. Hundred like times 100 more money than we get, but yet they can drag their feet and not do their job and still get paid. But yet, I don't know. It just if they don't, yeah. What's that say? Yeah, I hate this for people. Yeah, I do too. It doesn't. It's making me frustrated. It's like I've got to be careful of how I say what I want to say because I don't want to offend anybody. But you know what? My feelings have merit too. So, mm, yeah, you got that, Cece. Yeah, I think that's why they don't. I think that's why they've done questionable money moves to pay military. China. I know there's some soldiers who will stand by and let the enemy in if they're pushed too far. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ugh. I feel like Charlie Brown. Ugh. Your family has skin in the game. Taxes go to fund military. Yeah. Yeah. And if we're going to keep getting taxed and our representatives aren't doing their job, wouldn't that be considered taxation without representation? Just asking for a friend. There's soldiers only in for the paycheck and give zero F's about patriotism. That's Yeah, that's the sad reality. Because people have lost respect. We don't respect one another like we used to. My friend's son is getting paid donor. Oh, by a donor. Yeah. Yeah, I watch some of these YouTubers that go from like one house to another. They help like elderly folks, or either like cleaning their homes, or cleaning up their yard because they're 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 too ill to run a mower themselves, or they don't have anybody to help them keep their lawn under control, or things like that. And so, or because of their illness, their homes have kind of deteriorated. I used to watch some of these channels where people will go in and help them, and then somebody in the chat suggests they start some kind of a GoFundMe for this particular individual that is, elderly or disabled, or just needs some added help. And YouTubers communities are doing awesome things at raising money and funds to help improve other people's lives. So the money's out there, folks. I mean, even just regular common people can make amazing impact on that kind of a scale. Just imagine what our politicians could accomplish if they used that same kind of community camaraderie and helping your neighbor. How much greater of an impact would that do? I mean, just these simple, small YouTube channels. Well, they're not so small now, but just the average Joe. I mean, I saw this one guy. He got a brand new car, or well, it was a used car, but he got a better vehicle because his just was not functional, could not be repaired. He was going to work every day, but he could barely make his bills. He helps everybody, but so community of this one YouTuber started a GoFundMe and raised enough to get him a new car, so that he could go around and continue helping others. Oh well, Germany will help us if we need it with food at least. Our base has shared German resources for food. What is wrong with my finger? I wondered what that was all about, Sonia. Egg. Is that the new squirrel? Egg. Just imagine that would be wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, these YouTubers communities can go help. There's a couple of brothers in Canada that goes around and puts on new roofs on people's homes, and they do it for free. And there's a guy in Great Britain that has actually helped this guy rebuild the back end of his house and put a brand new roof on his house and things like that. And it was the communities raised money to do that. It's amazing, and it's a wonderful. This could be an interesting series for me if shutdown continues and we end up not getting paid, though. Whew. If there's anything I can do right now, yeah, Amanda, yeah. If there's anything we can do, yeah, we're here for you, my friend. Yep. Oh, you blame the meds for your fingers not working? Not the moment. Hopefully, it won't be that long. But our government likes to drag its feet. Well, I know we got onto some kind of serious discussion here towards the end, but I looked at the clock and it's now almost 10 o'clock. So I guess I need to let you guys go. Shania, you go back to resting. I'm sorry your back's not, but let your back heal and get rested. My fingers are just cold. See better. My fingers are just cold and decided they know what my brain is saying. Well, too late. Cut this part out. Too late, Amanda. I don't edit my live streams. It is what it is. That's why I started doing live streams, because I I got a little bit disheartened with editing so much. Besides, I love the interaction. This is a lot more fun. Yes, you have an amazing day too, Shania. Yep. We'll see you guys tomorrow. It's budget, don't begrudge it day. I shared with you guys a little bit my budget, so I'm going to be going to the bank tomorrow to get what I need to do done, and then take my grocery list to the grocery store and get what I need there. So, we're making progress. We're making progress, one little bit at a time. All right, my friends. Yay, budget. I think I'm going to challenge myself this week. You can do this. You can do this. Besides, how have you been doing with your savings, with the your Christmas savings? Is that gonna is the Christmas box savings gonna pay for gifts or food? I mean, I think most of my Christmas savings that I've done so far is going to go towards food or other expenses, because my dad pretty much took care of our Christmas gifts because he wanted to do that. I don't take advantage of my dad. He insisted on this. So I just learned not to argue with my dad when he does things like that. Yep. It's supposed to go towards gifts. Okay. All right. Well, guys, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. We will see you tomorrow. I love all of you. And for those who don't know, do check out the description. I'm going to put everybody's links to their channels down below. So go check them out. Show them some love, because they show me love every day. Yep. All right. See you guys later. Love you all. Bye, friends.